Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know I usually have Marvel Snap or Marvel Rivals on here, but today we're going to be talking about another one of my favorite Marvel games, and that is Marvel Champions. Marvel Champions is a living card game. That means that it is a card game that, not like Magic where you buy booster packs and whatnot, instead it comes with full pre-built decks. However, you can edit the decks as you wish, as long as you fall within the deck building parameters and all of that. And then the villains and campaigns and stuff can also be modified with what is called modular encounters, which we'll be looking at part of one at the end of this. Now, today we're going to be talking about the newest edition that will be coming in September, Nightcrawler. Shunned for his demonic appearance, Kurt Wagner's mutant heritage and gentle heart earned him a family in the X-Men. Now he uses his teleportation power and adventurous spirit to thwart injustice as the incredible Nightcrawler. So Nightcrawler has been asked for a while, and he has been speculated for a while, ever since we got the little teaser post last year, showing off his hairstyle and all that, and we've been wanting him, and he's finally coming in September. So, in Marvel Champions, there's a few different aspects whenever you build your deck. So you're allowed to build your deck normally with the 15 cards that comes with the hero. Then you fill out the deck with neutral cards and what are called aspect cards. Your aspects are leadership, justice, aggression, protection, and then there's also the pool aspect, which was something that came with Deadpool. However, I don't know if they're ever going to expand on the pool aspect, and I really don't care if they do personally, because I'm not a fan of the pool aspect, as it's just kind of like game-breaking stuff, and yada. It's meant for fun, but it's not my cup of tea. So, but Kurt Wagner here comes as protection, and he's going to fill that role very well. He's going to fill it, and I personally believe that Kitty Pryde might do a better job of what he's already going to be doing, but let's talk about him. So, he has the standard 3 recovery that most people have. Hand size of 6 in his alter ego form and 5 in his hero form, with hit points of 9. His action is search your deck for a copy of Bamf and add it to your hand, limit once per round. This is Bamf. Attached to an enemy, max 1 per enemy. Hero interrupt defense. When attached enemy attacks, discard this card. Declare Nightcrawler as the defender without exhausting him. That means you get your massive 3 defense without actually having to exhaust Nightcrawler. That is really good, especially considering you will be playing him as protection. You can up his defense. You can play defense cards on him, give him a bunch of benefit for defending. This will be pretty interesting. His hero side action is spend 1 resource of any type to return a copy of Bamf from your discard pile to your hand, so you can keep those Bamfs rolling. Those Bamfs can be used for other things other than just attaching to your enemy, such as Scout Ahead, which you remove 3 threat from a scheme. You may discard a copy of Bamf from your hand to remove 3 more from another scheme. So for effectively 2 resource, you're removing 6 threat, which is pretty nice economy. You have Port Away, which is discard a copy of Bamf from your hand, change forms, and ready your identity. That means that you could do some stuff on your hero side, use cards as you need, and then at the end of your turn, do this. Allows you to switch sides, get your ability rolling, and actually recover, get some HP back, which since you'll be defending so much as Nightcrawler, your HP is probably going to go up and down a lot, and you're going to need to be able to get into that recovery without wasting too much time. You have Tally Ho, which is a response to an enemy attack. After Bamf makes Nightcrawler the defender of an attack, return that copy of Bamf to your hand, deal 3 damage to the attacking enemy. Pretty good economy there. Port and Punch. Deal 3 damage to an enemy, deal 3 damage to each enemy with Bamf attached. This is good for clearing up a bunch of minions if you have the hand to do it, which is probably something that you'd be if you started off on alter ego side. You'll have a 6-card hand, grab a copy of Bamf, flip, grab another copy of Bamf, play them on different things, pay the 2 energy, hit a bunch of things for 3. This is great for clearing a board, and that's just something you always want to see. Protection generally doesn't have the way of dealing with massive boards like that, so having Port and Punch will do great. And then Teleport Drop is just an amazing high damage card with the ability to stun. Most of the higher tier enemies are going to have Stalwart and whatnot, which will allow them to be immune or resistant to stuns. But this will let you get rid of a lot of high tier enemy minions and whatnot. So stuff like your Nemesis and yada yada. your elite minions. Be great for that, or just dealing a hefty blow to the villain himself. With him, he comes, as I said, he comes with protection, which is his green color. And he comes with some fantastic cards. Under control. After hero defends against a minion's attack and takes no damage, deal 4 damage to that attached minion. That'll kill off most minions. So that's a free kill on a minion. Sounds pretty good to me. Change of fortune. Play under any player's control. Maximum per player. After you defeat an enemy during the villain phase, exhaust this card. Draw 2 cards. This right here is just a wonderful Drax card in my opinion. A wonderful Kitty Pryde card in my opinion. They both love doing stuff. Ghost Spider or Spider Gwen, whatever you want to call her. She does a lot of damage on the enemy turn. This is a great card to have in your deck to play on other people as well. So we have Astonishing X-Men, which is a side scheme that is X-Men related. So after an X-Men character defends against an enemy attack and takes no damage, remove 1 threat from this scheme. When defeated, stun and confuse each enemy in play. This is a very situational side scheme. This is saying you have to have Nightcrawler in your team. You probably want Colossus or Kitty Pryde, a lot of those characters, and this is a very situational. Unless you're playing like a full X-Men team of like at least three players, I don't even see this hardly ever completing and being worth it. So I would probably cut this from the deck and play just better cards. That is not a very good card. Then he comes with some new allies. We have Rogue. Deal 1 damage to another friendly character until the end of the round. Rogue gains each of that character's traits and adds that character's printed thwart and attack to her matching powers. So that is a very powerful card. Especially if you hit her with somebody like, you play this in Cyclops and you go ahead and drop her on Wolverine. She's going to be dealing 5 damage and whew. In Gambit, X is the number of boost icons on the card under Gambit. After Gambit enters play, look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck and tuck 1 under him so that only the boost field is visible. That's pretty good because that takes a card out of the enemy deck. You get to pick which one, so you can pick a really bad card, put it on there. Yeah, that's definitely going in my Cyclops deck. And that is pretty much done talking about the Nightcrawler stuff. We'll go ahead and look at the modular encounter real quick before I get my final thoughts on Nightcrawler. So he comes with the Queen of Hearts, the Crazy Gang. After a non-elite minion schemes against a player, deal that minion to the player as a face-down encounter card. Then if there is more than one player in the game, pass that face-down encounter card to the next player. Yeah. The Queen of Hearts, when revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for the Crazy Gang side scheme and reveal it. If it is already played, do yourself a face-down encounter card. She looks like she's pretty good. With only 4 health, she'll be really easy to deal with. This is the big one. This is why I think this is a really cool modular encounter. You have the Executioner. When revealed, Executioner attacks the friendly character with the fewest remaining hit points. If this attack defeats an ally, you remove that ally for the game. So yeah, you can choose to defend from it. However, this does happen after the villain attacks, so you have to be non-exhausted to actually be able to defend for your ally. And if this gets drawn and kills off your ally, it's completely taken out of the game. Helps thin your deck a little bit, I guess, but you generally want your allies if they're in your deck. So that is the modular encounter. Tally-Ho, with his ability to bamf around the battlefield and protect his friends from harm. Nightcrawler is a terrific hero who easily finds a home on any team. Look forward to battling forces of Apocalypse with Nightcrawler at your side when the Nightcrawler Hero Pack launches in September. So, will I be picking up Nightcrawler? Well, of course, I own everything else. Why wouldn't I pick up Nightcrawler? My issue with Nightcrawler is that, again, Kitty Pryde, whenever they made her, they just made the best protection character out there. She has the ability to defend for your entire team in some turns without ever actually taking damage because of the way that her phasing works and whatnot. she has incredible economy. She has incredible play. And this kind of feels like what she's already doing. Only she does it better. Yeah, he's more aggressive than she would be. So I guess this is just like the more aggressive version of Kitty Pryde. I just think I would rather play Kitty Pryde over Nightcrawler. However, he comes with great cards that I want to use in other decks, such as Kitty Pryde, such as Drax, such as especially Cyclops with those allies that he got. But he still seems interesting. I guess I was hoping for somebody much, much more aggressive. And we'll have to see whenever it comes out. I want to deck build with him, of course. I'm going to be trying to build an aggression deck with him. I personally prefer aggressive decks. So we'll see what happens whenever he comes out. Either way, that's my thoughts on Nightcrawler. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.